What is up, my peepholes? This is your guy, Cly, and welcome back to that thrifting series. Now, some of you may remember a little video I did back when I started this series called The Best of Video Games. And in that video, one of my girlfriend's parents' neighbors, well, they threw out a Super Nintendo. With all the cables, Super Mario Bros. All-Stars, and the controllers. Well, they're at it again. And they're throwing off my recording schedule. Today was supposed to be a video about thrifted gaming keyboards, but that's been pushed back till next week. And they gave me enough where I can't even fit any of my other dumpster dive video games, which, timing it out, I actually might be getting 3 to 4 more episodes out of those, so if any of those sound interesting to you, feel free to subscribe. Pandering out of the way, let's get on to the haul. Now, first up, I'm going to go with the oldest items in this haul, and those just so happen to be original model Game Boy Advance. ×2. Oh yeah. Now, not gonna lie, I actually have quite a few of these at this point. I have one that I bought back in the day, shortly after it came out, and it's currently sitting in pieces while I modify it, or at least try to modify it. I keep forgetting to. So many different projects popping up. I want to add a video output port to it, so I can use my Game Boy camera as a camcorder. But yeah, I've got these two as well, so that makes 3. And I may or may not have 3 more from thrifting that I've bought between $2 and $5 each. I just can't turn them down. I'll have to show you the thrifted ones in a later video, actually. Keeping with the Game Boy Advance theme, I just so happened to have found, or at least my girlfriend's mom happened to have found, a GBA SP. Now, I do have 3 of these, one of which I've showed you from a thrifting haul, another of which I haven't shown you from another thrifting haul that I paid $2 for. It was really bad condition, and now this one. Of course, it wouldn't be a good video unless I tested it out. It works, the Lite works. Sadly, this is a 001 instead of a 101 model. And for those of you who have no idea what that means that this is a front-lit versus backlit model. Also, I will say the battery in this was about to explode, and therefore wouldn't hold a charge. The battery out of one of my thrifted units worked, however, so full working order, and the very manky-looking one, not so much, though it does also work. Its battery doesn't at the moment. One more Game Boy Advance to show you. And the last Game Boy Advance I have to show you is the Game Boy Micro. This is the only one of these that I have in my collection, actually. They don't pop up while thrifting at all, actually. I was going to say very often, but no, I've not come across any of these. Unlike the other 2 models, though, places are trying to get a lot of money for those other 2 models, like 30 plus. And yeah, even newer Nintendo handhelds don't go for that much at GameStop. So let's just go ahead and show you. It does power on. It is a nice backlit screen, though it is very tiny and I've got big hands. It's very uncomfortable to use. Though I do like the die-cast. I think that's, well, not die-cast, but I believe that's an aluminum case. Definitely doesn't feel like painted plastic. This is actually the first time I've ever wrapped my hands around one of these. I like the clickies. And I know the faceplates are interchangeable, but I don't currently have one outside of this faceplate, though I do like this faceplate, so I don't think I'll be changing it anytime soon anyway. One problem I have, though. Unlike the other handhelds, I don't have a charger for this one. The previous owner did not chuck the charger, which is sad. Speaking of other handhelds, time for something a little pink. That's right, I've got a DS Lite in a nice cracked pink case. Yeah, it makes me sad. But Yep, the same person who threw out all that other stuff, which, like I said before, this is all from them, threw out a nice DS Lite. Though the bottom screen is a little bit more yellow than the top. Can't remember if that's how my other ones are as well. The touchscreen is actually in really good shape, though. Works fine. I should probably fix the time and date because it is not 2001. And I don't know what HFO means, so I'm probably going to change the name on this as well. Unlike a lot of the thrifted and, well, broken units that I've bought in the past, I've actually never thrifted one of these, but I did buy them broken when they first came out because that's what I do to get them cheap. I buy them broken and fix them myself. Comes with the stylus. Let me just look at this again. Huh. Actually, it is an aftermarket extendable but cracked stylus. Didn't notice that. Didn't actually take the stylus out, so that's kind of neat. Points there. Go ahead and turn this off, and I've got one more to show you. A stylus! Yes, I have one more stylus to show you. No, actually I'm kidding. That is a spare stylus, but it goes with this. A DSi. I find it interesting that the person who bought each iteration of the Game Boy Advance and then a DS Lite and DSi skipped the original DS. I don't blame them because it wasn't exactly impressive, but can't believe they skipped it. Nice big screen. Oh, and they also skipped the DSi XL, as far as I can tell. Does also have the other stylus, so 2 styli. And, like everything else, it works. Sadly, there are no games installed on this, no additional software, and no memory card, but it does make sense to take those with you. Except for the installed games, that is kind of bound to the unit. I'm talking in circles now. I will distract you with a jump cut. Alright, on to the games. Let's start with the Game Boy Advance games, the majority of which I will probably not be keeping because, yeah, let's just show you what kind of classics we've got here. Start off with this. Fortunately, they're all in this nice 3-cartridge case. We've got such classics as Polly Pocket, That's So Raven, and Lizzie McGuire too. Not exactly on my to-keep list, nor my girlfriend's to-keep list. Not surprisingly, we have very similar taste in games, actually. Next case, we've got a bumped camera, SpongeBob SquarePants and the Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, Cheetah Girls. Oh, you know I needed that one in my collection. I'm bumping everything. I hope that mic bump didn't really happen. I need to make a shock mount for this new mic. And Dog's Fashion. Yummy. No, not keeping that. Now, this next case, I may actually keep all of them. One, I don't know so much, but the other two I definitely will. And the one that I don't really know if I'm keeping happens to be Top Spin 2. I'm not really a tennis game kind of guy, but seeing as how it's not Lizzie McGuire, I might just keep it for that alone. Now, this one I'm definitely keeping. Super Mario Bros. 3, aka Super Mario Advance. Yes, I can't speak. Super Mario Advance 4, and Pac-Man Collection. Those two are definitely staying with me. Now, we got a few more games to show you. These are actually DS games. Nice big stack right here. Now, those are just the cases. I went ahead and took the cartridges out just so I could prove to you that I do indeed have the games. Hi, Cat. Are you sniffing the GBA titles? Glad you're not completely in frame so I can fit my hand over here. So, as seen, we have Nintendogs, the Chihuahua edition, the Dachshund edition of Nintendogs, Super Princess Peach, the new Super Mario Bros. Cat, stop marking the camera as your own, Mario Party DS. I apologize for my hand being in frame right here, but it's kind of nudging a cat out of the way. Mario vs. Donkey Kong 2, and Super Mario 64 DS. So the haul wasn't bad at all. and I'm looking forward to finding more stuff from this person. Sadly, they're moving, so I think it's going to be a mad dash at the end there. Fortunately, my girlfriend's mom's doing well with a lot of Prada stuff recently and Coach. But yeah, that'll do it for this week. Like I said, next week is going to be gaming keyboards, so keep an eye out. And of course, I've got plenty of video game stuff to show you in the future. Until next time, this is your guy, Cly, signing off.